So the last time that we saw each other, Mike and I let you know that we have deadlines and goals. We hustled hard, and we got the gravel inside the cabin, we compacted the gravel, and trenches were even dug. Now we're just waiting on the final piece of the puzzle for a plumber to come out. We don't want to mess with these pipes because they're our exit pipes, and once they're laid, they'll be buried in the concrete. So we want to make sure that everything is done right the first time around. Just the other day, I was speaking with my grandmother. She was telling me stories about how her and my grandfather used to split wood and how they would take care of it afterwards. And she also told me a story about how much she loved her cook stove as well. I could listen to my grandma talk about her time with my grandfather when they were younger all day long. So it sparked an idea in my head. I was going to make a video about how much I love wood splitting and how it calms me. There's just something about splitting wood that relaxes me, and it's one of my favorite chores that I look forward to doing. Despite what you're about to see, I still feel that way. You're about to witness me getting injured, and although it doesn't show much, you will still see me getting hurt. I wanted to share this video as it taught me a lesson that day, and maybe it will teach someone else one as well. So, I present to you how not to use a log splitter.
No, you broke it. We're getting the dogs.
I know, don't panic. You're not gonna... Oh, don't panic. Just don't panic. Oh, okay. Woo. Now that I've had my little freak out, I think I crushed my hand. Okay. I need my wallet, babe.
Where is it?
I don't. It might be in the car.
Alright, we'll get in the passenger seat.
We're debating on what hospital to go to. I can't stop laughing. I'm supposed to start a new job.
Get in the bigger hospital. There's a better chance that their x-ray department is working.
Yeah. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid.
Accidents can happen.
I know, but I was making this video. I turned the camera on because I just had a conversation with my grandma yesterday about how she never used to cover her wood and she just used to split it. Mike is gonna stop and get me a muffin because I haven't eaten anything and I'm probably gonna be at the hospital for a while, and so I was probably...
That was like a prerequisite.
Yeah.
To get in the hospital.
So I was making the video to show how much I love wood splitting, and I still do. I was stupid. I do. I love wood splitting, but I'm so stupid because no debit.
Oh, it's in the door.
Oh, fudge. Anyways, I was making the video because of how it's throbbing so much, elevated, of how I love splitting wood. So, didn't break it, thank God. They were saying that it could have been dislocated because when I pulled my finger or my hand out of the log splitter, my finger was crooked. kind of like it is now, but it was more towards my other finger. So it's quite swollen. They said expect for it to go all black. So it's the next day, and I made an appointment with my family doctor for tomorrow. I'm gonna go get it checked again. I'm pretty sure either a nerve or a bone or something's not right with my knuckle. I expect swelling, I expect bruising. I've had soft tissue damage before. You know, like, it's stiff to move these fingers, but I can move this finger from this part of my knuckle down towards the tip, but I cannot move from like the injury site to that first part of the knuckle. And it's not from swelling. It creates quite a bit of pain. So to be on the safe side, I don't know if it was really swollen and they couldn't see the break, or if they couldn't see any nerve damage or something, but I'm pretty sure something else is going on. Yeah, I've had a broken bone before. I broke my cheekbone actually right here, and I've had a broken bone, and I don't know if it's a fracture, if it's just in my head, I don't know, but I'm very, very, very grateful that I didn't have worse damage. I'm just hoping if there is something going on there that it doesn't need a cast, because that will drive me absolutely insane. But I am gonna go pick some comfrey and make up a little poultice for it, try to get some of the swelling down. What had happened was I had a hold of this like this, and the log splitter got here, and I got my finger pinched here. And so that's what had happened, because I had a hold of it. Instead of holding up here or here, I was holding it right here. So I learned never to do that again, but that's where my finger pinched up against right there. I know that there is a lot of people that have had way worse injuries, so I thank God that I got it out when I did. Really, really, really grateful for that. So I got a few comfrey leaves. Let's go inside and make something for my hand. And then I'm gonna chop it up again. So after I chopped up all of the comfrey, I put it into a baggie where I'm going to add some olive oil and mash it up as best as I can with my hands. Normally at this point, I would have ground it down a little bit further with the oil and made more of a chunky paste. However, I don't have all my tools on hand. They are still packed away, so I'm doing with what I got. It on here. It's probably not as fine as it should be, but you do with what you got. Right. All right, so I got it all wrapped. I'm gonna check on it in a few hours to see how it's doing. See if the swelling got reduced at all. The remainder of the comfrey I'm gonna put into the freezer or fridge maybe for the day. And I'll put it into the fridge, and that way when I go to reapply, it'll be cold. What is going on? Okay, so today is Friday. 5 days post crushing my hand in the log splitter. I still can't believe that I did that. I know where I went wrong, so it is definitely a lesson learned. But Sunday, as you guys saw, I went to the ER. Tuesday, I went to my family doctor, who is 3 hours away. And one of the things that he noticed right away was that, like, I have a wound right here. It's very small, it's nothing, but it did break skin. And it was red and it was very hot. So he put me on antibiotics right away. He gave me my tetanus shot because it's been like probably 20 something years since I've had a tetanus shot. And He wanted to see me again because he was going on holidays this weekend. So he wanted to see me again 2 days later. So we hiked back to that region and saw him again, and he was very happy with the amount of swelling reduction since I started antibiotics. He still doesn't think it's broken, which I think it's been, obviously it was moved, but I don't think it's broken anymore. Like I did have a time where I'm like, okay, something's definitely wrong, and it still is from here to here. But I saw, he prescribed physical therapy, so I went to physical therapy today, and I just got finished with her. Basically what she is thinking is that she has deemed it as a severe crush injury, and basically this knuckle probably isn't where it should be. It's probably decompressed. All my tendons, muscles, everything seem to be intact from different movements that I can and can't do with my hand. So they're all intact, which is really good news. 2 people have now said, you know, 1 more second in my hand in the log splitter and we'd be looking at a different story completely. It did start to break skin, so if I didn't get it out when I did, I don't even know where I would be. I've Googled it and it's not somewhere I definitely want to be. So I have some exercises to do, and I have a possible other physical therapy appointment next week. They're all booked up, but they're gonna try to squeeze me in and they're gonna call me back. Yeah, so still quite a bit of pain actually. Other than the day of the injury, I was doing okay, and this morning I woke up about 7 o'clock in the morning in excruciating pain, so I don't know what I did or what, but it was really, really painful. Today is pretty bad too. I'm not on anything. The only thing I want to take is like ibuprofen or Tylenol, some natural remedies, and some pain relieving stuff. Ice, I have to do a lot of like cool water, soaking, ice, all that good stuff. So it's probably going to be, the physical therapist told me 4 to 6 week recovery, which is a lot better than I expected. So I guess we're going to see where we're at and just keep an eye on it. I'm going to document this next part more for myself to see how far I've come. So basically, like, I can move all these fingers. She did tell me though that they are restricted a little bit because there's so many muscles in your hand and they're all connected somehow. And so I can like lift up pretty high with these fingers on the other hand, but not with this one. Like if my hand is flat, I can still lift them, but not as high as I can with this one. And again, from here to like here is my biggest complaint. So I can close, I cannot make a fist. I have to push that hand down. It doesn't hurt, like my finger itself too, it doesn't hurt. It's just all the swelling from this area. But I still can't make a fist. I have to really, really think about trying to pinch my fingers together. So I can't do some things, but I'm very grateful and I'm very, very lucky from where I'm at, or where I'm at for what happened. And I know that, and I thank God that I got my hand out when I did. So on Tuesday, we're gonna get our garage doors in. So Mike is at home right now, framing out where he needs to frame out in the garage. And we're very, very excited. We're still waiting on a plumber. We got everything that we needed to do done, but we're waiting on a plumber. So that's not something we want to mess with for exiting, especially since we're gonna bury everything in cement. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. And that's where I'm gonna leave you guys. So thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far. And as always, take care and God bless.